Ironwood Games. This is Andrew. Welcome back. We are going to take our draft deck into a couple of games. So we drafted a black-white, kind of control-ish value build here. Hopefully you guys watched the video. If not, you can go find that draft video and watch us as we did the draft. We're in the quick draft here. So we're just going to go and find some opponents and see how this deck does. So a couple things that we're going to be mindful of. We have only 16 lands. So we want to make sure we don't keep too light of a hand. And we want to try and get some removal. But I like, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I like this hand. I think it's going to go with what we've got. We'll keep the 7. I think we'll play the Dross Pits tapped because I don't need to play this out on turn 1, and I may not play this out on turn 2. Yeah, I think the Swooping Lookout keeps this in check. I'm happy to trade it for a trick, and otherwise at Flying Vidge 1, it does start to put pressure on my opponent. And it can hold this Scamp back. And next turn, ooh, so they're gonna offer us a trade. Do we want to take it? Actually, I don't think we do. I like being able to get the air. And put something on. The Lightbringer will go down next turn. Yeah, that's fine. And I think I'm happy to make the trade with the Lightbringer. The question is, do we need to deal with this duelist with a planar disruption? And the answer might be yes. Because otherwise we can block, and we trade. Yeah, I think that's fine. Our opponent is very unlikely to have something for 1 to take out. I mean, with the Ward 2, it'd have to, be a 1-mana spell to take this out. We're not going to be able to do that. I think I'm fine trading this off. And then here the question is, you have a combat trick. I'm happy to make this trade. I get the trick out of your hand, and I can still play your disruption. Or Enforcer, yeah. Well, this is an artifact, so it does help for my Enforcer count. I don't love that my opponent missed a land drop. Has pure gas. But getting a card out of their hand. They exiled this? Okay, so they can play it. Ooh, that's interesting. That's kind of spicy. If we Vraska's Fall, we don't have enough to do all of it. Which next turn we could definitely do both of those, which is why I'm going to do Enforcer. It's probably worse, but if they draw a land, they're probably playing the Golem. And I'm happy to, again, hold them down in this case. If they don't draw a land, depending on what they have, they may not be able to play anything else to the board if they don't have a 1 or 2. And looking at just tricks. And then Vraska's Fall and the Planar Disruption can be very good for clearing their board. Both of these having Vigilance is actually very, very good against our opponent's board with their not drawing that land. It's unfortunate they're not drawing the land. However, we're going to use it to our advantage and capitalize on it. So if it wasn't Double Strike Toxic, I probably wouldn't even be willing to block here for a trade of some sort. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. They did their own Planar Disruption. On our Orthodoxy Enforcer, which is fine. Yeah, I think we Vraska's Fall here. That's probably the correct play for my opponent. I think we Planar Disruption their own. Because I don't want to trade here. Even though we've only got a 1-turn clock. Well, that's actually pretty good. They get to get rid of that, destroy my guy. That worked out well for my opponent. Play our Vat of Rebirth. Play out our Bone Picker Scourge. I don't really want to make this trade. Alright, they did draw that land. We will... Yeah, we're not going to block that. Eventually, if we do get corrupted, this becomes much better. Yikes. Alright, we're just going to sack this to draw another. So we just need something. Okay, that'll be fine. I think we keep the pressure up in our turn. I don't think the oil counters do anything for this guy. Yeah, our opponent getting that land, which was inevitable, is unfortunate. He does have things to do. Hopefully there won't be enough. He's got high stuff or can only do play one card a turn. If he's still kind of choked on mana, we need to stop drawing land. Luckily we're at 16 only, so less likely to draw land. Happy to continue this trade. Put out my Orthodoxy Enforcer. I don't think this 2/2 is bothering me, that we need to remove it. Again, I'm happy to trade here for a trick. spell counter on you. So that is the nice thing. We can return every 4th creature that dies. We can return stuff. Again, I'm happy to trade this for a trick. I am thinking at this point, depending on what our opponent has and does, I think we're willing to trade this off. We're gonna get really close to getting something back. One in the air doesn't really bother me. If we could start getting the toxic to get our opponent corrupted. That lifelink does bother me though. So we will laner disruption that. I do not want you to have lifelink. I'm going to put out a plains. Or if we draw like the other vat or something. So I think both vats actually would be pretty good, because in every 4 creatures that die we get 2 creatures back. Once our opponent is corrupted, these Bone Picker Scourges are actually really, really good. Alright, unfortunately, our opponent has a 4/4, which makes our 2/2 not quite very good. There we go. Alright, so we'll just play out our own 2/2. And at this point, we've got plenty of other removal and other things. We just gotta draw better than our opponent at this point. So I think we will offer a double block here. In that if they kill off one of our creatures, we do get to bring something back. And that can be pretty good. Sure, that one's fine. The flying is kind of obnoxious, but we can't do anything about that. Yeah, this is fine. You can decide whether you kill my 4 or my 2. So both of, or this will trade here, otherwise you get corrupted. Yeah, I think we do attack here. We'll take 4, go to 6, but my opponent is now corrupted. Play out Swamp. We have to bring back Bone Picker Scourge. Because it has Death Touch and Lifelink. I think we pick off the Incisor Glider, take the 3, and then next time look to trade here. That gains us 2 life. We lose 1, so we go to 9, and then it'll gain us more life. Our opponent has to is gonna want to just kill it. Will they like a Volt Charge or something. Or a Planar Disruption. Yeah, that's good. Cool. And First Strike and Trample, also pretty good. Just gonna crack Terramorphic. For a Swamp, we have unfortunately just hit way too many lands on this. I don't think the deck's been bad. Our opponent had enough removal to deal with the little bit of creatures we had. And we got a little bit more flooded than they did. Yeah, they're just going to keep going in the air, and then, oh, I'm happy to trade here. Oh, that only has First Strike on my turn. This has First Strike permanently. Yeah, unfortunately, we drew another plane, so I'm not going to get there on that one. Okay. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Not what we wanted for our first outing. Alright, let's try another one. I think the deck is fine. It did what we wanted it to do. Our opponent had a good ability to kind of negate our creatures, get our stuff out of the way, and continue to put things onto the board. And we drew into too many lands instead of removals or other things. So, yeah, that's fine. I don't think we made any bad misplays or anything on it. I think it was just the way that one was. So here we've got two options for removal, a 4 and a 5 drop. I don't love this, but I think with getting two things of removal, we can stay in, draw a few things. Again, it's if we don't flood out, I think we're fine. Okay, they kept 7. We'll keep 7. Let's see what they've got. Okay, there we go. That's not bad. Bone Picker Scourge is good. So we'll copy or mirror their swamp. Now they've got a forest. Beautiful. Keeping this. Cool. Let's... Yeah, let's play it out. It's an instant, so we can do it on their turn if they pump, do something. If they place something a little bit scarier at 3, we can take the 1. The 1 doesn't really scare me that much. It's the Proliferate. That does bother me. So we're gonna steal that guy. Proliferate all you want. The 2/2 doesn't bother me a ton. I think we'll look to make this trade. We'll see what they offer. Getting down like an Enforcer. We probably won't take the trade because the Enforcer is going to be really good at holding the board. The Head Cleaver's going to be good at getting Toxic online for the Bone Picker. But now that's a thing we're going to Planar Disruption. No blocks. So unfortunately, if we need a Planar Disruption it, else out. So we'll get in for the attack. Yikes. That sucks. Definitely something we can bring back to a vat emergence. And so we don't die from poison. We probably have to try and double block it, which is fine. Yeah, no attacks. We'll see what our opponent has. 4. So we need 3 more to get Kaya on. It'd be nice. Okay, our opponent's gonna draw a couple of cards to get Kaya into like exile a few things, but I think bringing this back with Vat Emergence is pretty good, which is why I am happy to try and do this. Let's see, do they have a trick? Yeah, that's fine. I just can't take poison. All right. No attacks. That'd be nice if we could draw one more land. At least one more would be nice. I wouldn't mind getting a few more. We have things to do. Or some kind of removal. Of course, our opponent got the Vat Emergence for it, and that's gonna be so problematic. I think, again, we have to just kill it off. Play the 4-drop. No attacks, so we're in another good spot to trade here. We've got options. If we draw a 5th land, we can Vat Emergence. And if we draw a 6th, we can double 3-drops. And then a 7th into Kaya. Otherwise, if we draw stuff, hopefully we can get there. Alright. So the question is, of course, is there anything better than this ticket? And I don't believe there is. It'd be nice to have some poison to proliferate. But we don't, and such is life. We are so light on life that I think we just have to hold up the blockers. As much as I would love to force either a 2-for-1, get some toxic on them, or trade something else off, I just don't can. Yeah, that proliferate's going to be hugely problematic if we can't. Drop some stuff. Okay, Skull Bomb is fine. The question of whether we do this. So they get to return a creature, so we really don't want to offer this trade and put it back in the graveyard. So I think we're just going to keep building the board. Put my opponent in a spot where they have to still be the aggressor. With Kaya, we want to just start draining 1 or 2 drains off of Kaya, I think gets us stabilized. Yeah, proliferate's gonna be problematic. So at this point, drawing land is fine. Drawing non-land should be good. Yeah, that seems solid. The fact that our opponent's flyer does have lifelink kind of sucks. We could Kaya to exile something like a Glissa. The 1/1 doesn't bother me. The 3/3 I can, or the 2/2 I can eat with my 3/3. I am curious if we do start beating the board with Kaya. So that's the only land that kind of wasn't good for us. Alright, our opponent gets 1 more draw. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the Skull Bomb is gone, which means Thrun is good. Yeah, Thrun is definitely something that we exile.
Phyrexia shows no mercy, so neither will I.
We can't be the target of non-green spells, opponent's control, or abilities from non-green sources, so we can't hit Thrun. So we make Glissa, because Glissa has Death Touch. And then no attacks. Bonepicker Scourge is fine. I don't think my opponent has good attacks. So you get the Proliferate. Or do I take the 2? Yeah, I think we have to get the Proliferate, which is not great. But we do have to be careful. It has Indestructible on their turn, so we can't just block it. So we need to build this back up.
It's what you deserve.
We'll have to decide how quickly we need to. We do need to some point start swinging in. Because we're going to die to 2 Proliferate triggers. Way before I think we can Kaya them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So perhaps next turn we might be able to attack. We've got enough things on the board. We put them to 10. They don't have great blocks. Yeah, that's fine.
Your time's almost up.
Do we have something to return with this? So let's see what we can do. Draw a card and lose a life. That doesn't seem like it's worth it. I don't have any enchantments that I need to destroy. We could swing in with the 1/2 in the air. But we do want to be careful. No, I think we need to... we'll keep this in case we need the value. I guess we could have played it so we'd have better attacks for next turn. So the question is, if we attack all out, they can block everything. They take like 3, go to 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But then they gain 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they only block 2. So
Just give up
I think
on
we
it.
just put it out. At this point, the plan is don't let them draw 2 proliferate triggers. Sack a creature. Put them to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to go to 7. 4, 5, 6.
That's just a start.
So I have a feeling they have a proliferate card, and they're just trying to draw a second one and finish us off. But I could be wrong. That could just be me and my paranoid thinking. In 2 turns, Kaya is lethal. So, if nothing else changes, I think we have enough attacks. They're at a virtual 8. We deal 6, that's 9.
Just give up already.
So they're at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they can't block 4 things. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 damage. But it's, I don't think, enough. So we have to pass and again hope they don't get us on another proliferate. Yeah, they have that one there. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that one was on board, and so they do another proliferate. Because of that, perhaps we should have just attacked. Oh, okay, they're just gonna try and toxic. Okay, they're gonna alpha, which is fine. We're gonna block. 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 The trample. I don't know if the trample is a problem. So, well, let's see. Block here. 4, 2, 2. I think that kills off their flyers, leaves us enough things, to do it. They gain 2 life. Go to 3. And I think Kaya finishes it off. Oh, that was a little stressful. So that was the game plan. What we wanted to do was just stretch it out. And Kaya for the win. Our opponent had, or was very close to a poison win, so that was a little scary. But it's almost 40 minutes here now, so I'm going to leave you. We're 1-1. We'll join you guys in the next video for the next set of games. Thanks for checking them out.